is Rahim. Allah is the one who loves the
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ever-existing being that has been existing before the existence of existence. When he wanted existence to exist, he created existence and told existence that I want you to exist. But while you are existing, he said, I shall continue to exist. And it shall come to a time that you shall cease to exist and I shall continue to exist. كل شيء فاني إلا الله باقي. كل لا الملك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء. وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير. تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب. Once again, you are welcome to this auspicious program tagged Deen Lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7, and I still remain yours Olayode Abdul Razak, aka Philosopher King. It's another beautiful Friday. As we used to say, thank God it's Friday. All right, what do we have for us today? Today is very big, like very, very big question that we're asking, and we are equally giving solution to that question. And the question is, how smart is Allah? Yes, you get it right. How smart is Allah? And again, another question is, how wise are you? How smart is Allah and how wise are you? Yes, Allah mentioned in the Quran in various places. He mentioned in different places, and he confirmed, that he, Allah, is Al-Alim, Al-Hakim. Inna Allah Alimul Hakim. Allah confirmed that he is the most knowledgeable and most wise. Allah is wiser, is smarter than any other being. Allah is the most smart. In fact, he created the smart ones. He gave the smart ones what they need. When he said kullila ummal mulikal muliki tutil mulika man tasha, he give you, he give dominion to whoever he wishes, and that's how he gives smartness to whoever he wishes. That's why he gave intelligence to whoever he wishes. That's why he gave wisdom to whoever he wishes. Do you get it now? Yeah, it was asked when Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, was giving a sermon on the mimbar, and somebody interrupted his sermon and asked him, Ya Musa, who is the most knowledgeable? Who is the most knowledgeable? And Musa confirmed that he is the most knowledgeable. He didn't confirm that Allah is the most knowledgeable, but he said he is the most knowledgeable. Okay, maybe they didn't ask him who is the most knowledgeable on the earth. He said he is the one that is most knowledgeable. Then what did Allah do? Allah sent Jibril alayhi salatu wasalam immediately and to tell Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, why did you say you are the most knowledgeable? Why did you say that? No. There's someone that I also created that is on the surface of this earth. Yes, I, Allah, gave him knowledge. I gave him wisdom. I gave him intelligence. Do you get it? This person is wise. This person is knowledgeable. This person is intelligent and is more intelligent than you. There are so many things that you know not, and that person knows. Did you see this now? So Musa alayhi immediately, he was so humbled. He humbled himself and he asked Allah for permission to meet Khidir. He asked that, let me meet Khidir alayhi. I want to meet him. I want to learn from him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed him and gave him sign that he will see when he sees Khidir. He went to Khidir and he asked Khidir, I want to learn from you. La ilaha illallah. See humility. Musa alayhi salam is a prophet. Khidir alayhi salam is a prophet. But one prophet is bending, is being humble for another prophet because of knowledge. It was said that no one on the surface of the earth has ever traveled to seek for knowledge. The first person was Musa alayhi salam, and Musa itself is also the first person that the mentor-mentee relationship happened between Musa and Khidir alayhi salam. you have mentor, mentee, and they are getting knowledge from one another immediately. But now see the mentor. When Musa asked him that this is what I want, he first did what we call assessment of his mentee. He said, "Yeah, Musa, you will not be patient enough to learn." Musa said, "Don't worry, I'll try. I will be patient. Don't worry." He said, "You won't be patient." That okay, let's go. Okay, if you can go. He now gave him one condition again. This condition is, don't ask me what. Did you get it now? Musa said, "No problem, inshallah, is going to be patient and he will not ask." So immediately they got upon the journey and they got to where they wanted to board. They want to enter a boat and they don't have money. They ask, "How do we help us? We don't have money." Then the people allow them to enter the boat. When they enter the boat, when the boat is about getting to the river mouth, then Khidir came down from the top level of the boat. He came down and he punched the boat. Then water started trooping inside the boat. So he now went up and told Musa that they should leave, and they left the boat. Then water was just tripping inside the boat. When they left the boat immediately, then Musa asked, "Why did you punch this boat? They were generous to us. They took us on a lift free of charge and they are so good. Why did you now punch their boat?" Be patient. I gave you a condition not to ask me why. Then Musa said, "Mashallah, I'm so sorry. I forgot." And yeah, it was told that Musa forgot truly. Then Musa said, "No problem. No problem, inshallah, I'll be okay." Then the next time, immediately after that, yes, there was these young boys were just playing around and he did just cut one head off. He just cut his head off. Then Musa was looking. This time around, he did not forget. But he doesn't have that emotional capacity to keep quiet. Then he has to talk. Then he'll say, "Why did you do this?" On the surface, nobody is allowed to kill another person. Now, this is a prophet. Did you get it now? Then he said, "You see, I told you that you're not going to be patient. You will not understand. You're not going to be patient." Then Musa also begged this time around. This time around, he did not forget. But he said, "I'm sorry. Now, give me one more chance. If I do that again, then that will be the end. Yes, don't teach me anything anymore." So, okay, no problem. Then they walked. They entered into a village. That village, they were hungry and they were asking for food. Nobody offered them anything. Nobody gave them anything. Then they were just going again. They were just begging. Then they got to a dilapidated building. They will say it's a wall. Like that time, they used to use wall, to round houses or things like that. But it's just a dilapidated building, Then they told Musa, "We're going to walk. Yeah, fold your trouser, remove your shirt. Let's do some bricklaying work. Let's do some building." And they now rebuilt that house. They renovated the house, and it was so perfect. And when they finished, he said, "Let's go." Then Musa, they were hungry, they needed food, and Musa thought that okay, if you want money, you solve a problem, then you get money. So they solved this problem. No money. What is happening? You just did it. You didn't collect money. We just going. How do we eat? Why did you just come and build a house like that? They say, "You see, I told you that you're not going to be patient. Then this is going to be where we're going to depart from this journey." Yes, this we're going to depart. But before we departed, because you have promised that this anytime, the last time you did that will be the end of what you want to learn. You gave that promise. So I'm going to take on your words. You see, now before you go, let me now explain those things that happened. He told him about that boat that he punched. Yeah, he said if they get to the mouth of that river, what will happen is that there's a tyrant king, that place. He seizes boats. He seizes boat that he sees. He will just be seizing those boats, But when he sees that there's punch in this boat, he will not be able to seize because he will say it's not good. And that was how Musa said, "Oh, is that so?" He said, "And those people are poor people. They are looking for food to eat." Did you see that? Say, now, oh, mashallah. Okay, what about the second one? Say, okay, you see that child? His parents were believers. They are generous, they are honest, they are righteous. They are righteous parents. But this their son, if he grows up, is going to be a kafir. If he grows up, he's going to be rebellious. He's going to be rebellious. So in order for him not to give his parent problem, or in order for him not to be the wall between him, their parent, and Al-Jannah, the best thing is for him to go. You see? Now that is it. Then the third one, he said, what happened? He said, this one that we just finished building this house, there are 2 orphans. Yeah, these orphans in Bennett, that house that we renovated, there are treasures there. There's money, there's gold, there's silver, there's bronze, there's so many things that is kept for those children, so that when they grow up, they will get their father's the treasures that is kept there. So if we didn't build it, if it gets destroyed, people will see that treasure and they will take it away, and the children will not see anything to feed on when they grow up. You see that now? That is why we did that. That's feasibility, and also, mashallah, and that was all, and that was the departure. Now you see, Allah is so smart, you know. If you look at this, if you look at it commonsensically, you cannot place it. You know, you can't put it laconically juxtaposed and say this. Common sense doesn't even go with it. So it takes somebody with knowledge, and it takes the supreme being that is smarter than anyone, and it shows us in every area of life that is smarter than us. You know, when Allah created snake, you know, snake with one of the most dangerous venom. You know, venom, this is dangerous. Why will Allah create snake? But when the venom, you know, is taken to a laboratory and is being examined, it will save thousands of lives. Yes, thousands of lives will be saved. Did you see this? Allah is smarter than us. The most dangerous animal in the world today, you know, it has been classified as mosquito. You know mosquito? Yeah, that mosquito. Yes, that mosquito is the most dangerous animal in the world. Then the question you want to ask again, why did Allah create it? Allah is smarter than you and I. Allah knows what He is creating, and you know why He's creating what He's creating. He has a plan. You know, He has plan for everything that He's doing. So we must understand that and also move ahead with that. You see, He now told him again that the third one that happened again is this. What is the third one? He said, these children, I thought about that's all about the three of them. You know, He explained all those things for them. So now the question is, how wise are you? Do you know whether you are wise or not? Allah is the most smartest. You know, and you cannot compare you and Allah. La ilaha illallah is incomparable. Allah is incomparable with man. For the fact that Allah is incomparable with man also, Allah gave man some level of wiseness. Allah gave man some level of knowledge. Allah gave man some level of wisdom. Allah gave man some level of intelligence. And it is this level of intelligence that we need. So the question is, how wise are you? If you want to know how wise are you, I want to go for a short break. When I come back, I'm going to show you 5 signs to show whether you are wise or not. Inshallah, let's go for a short break for the call to prayer, inshallah. When we'll come back, we're going to try as much as possible to tell us 5 signs to show if you are wise or not. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
This call to prayer is sponsored by the Nigeria Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول أشهد أن محمدًا محمد رسول حي على الصلاة حي على حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Give thanks to Allah for the moon and the stars. Praise Him all day for what is and what was. Take hold of your iman, don't give in to shaitan. Oh, you who believe, please give thanks to Allah. Allahu Ghafoor, Allahu Rahim.
MashaAllah, you are welcome back to Deen Lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7, and I still remain yours, Olayode Abdurazak, aka Philosopher King. Yeah, we have tried as much as possible to discuss how smart Allah is. Then the next question we are asking is, how wise are you? Yeah, I promised that I want to give you 5 signs to show that you are wise. 5 signs to show if you are wise. The number 1 sign to show you are wise is, I call it the relationship factor. The relationship factor. Number 2 sign to show that you are wise is the self-control factor. And number 3 sign to show that you are wise is the learning factor. And the 4th sign that you are wise is the adaptability factor, while the 5th sign that you are wise is the creator connection factor. Now, number 1, the relationship factor. Wise people, they try as much as possible to take care of their relationship. They take care of the relationship with Allah. They take care of the relationship in their home. They take care of the relationship in their workplace. Did you see that? They take care of the relationship in their religious gathering. They take care of the relationship. They believe in relationship. They invest in relationship. So if you invest more in relationship, it tells us how much you cherish relationship. You don't break relationship as no matter anyhow, you just break it, or you don't care about one party or the other. Your own is that is all about you. You know, a wise person care about relationship. A wise person has this relationship factor, like the person knows how to relate with people. When there are issue of breakup or issue of disagreement, this person want to solve it. This person wanted to keep relationship because he believed that you cannot live in isolation. So if you are wise, you must learn how to take care of a relationship. Look at the relationship between Musa and Khidir. Look at the relationship between Musa and Allah. Did you get it now? Relationship factor is very, very important. It is that relationship that makes them, that makes Allah is able to, see, Allah communicate with Musa, talk with Musa. When he sent Jibril, he can also talk with Musa like that. It is the relationship between Musa and Allah that made Musa to be part of the Ulul Asmi. So a wise person, if you are wise, you must be able to take care of your relationship factor. Not that today you are with this one, tomorrow you are fought, next tomorrow you are with another person, you hear that he's fighting with this again, you get to his office, he's fighting with everybody. It is fools that fight with people. It is fool that doesn't care about relationship. It is fool that destroy his marriage. His relationship with his wife is not smooth at all. Relationship with his neighbor is not smooth at all. Relationship with his in-laws, it's not smooth at all. It's fool that does that. But wise people, they take care of their relationship. They mend it where they need to mend it. They adjust it where they need to adjust it, and they do what they need to do so that relationship stands. They hold on to family relationship. That family ties, they hold on to it. It doesn't cut in their hand. And Allah warned you about your family ties. It talks about relationship. Where you are going to be in the next 5 to 10 years is determined by two things: the book you read and the people you meet. The book you read will give you information. The people you meet will give you association. Then association plus information will take you to your destination. And that is what relationship is all about. So if you want to know that you are wise, look at your relationship level. Look at the way you relate with people and how people relate with you. Your relationship with people tells more how wise you are. If you relate well with people, then you are wiser. If you relate low with people, then there is a mishkila in your relationship. That is the first factor to know how wise you are. The second factor to know how wise you are, I call it the self-control factor. Yes, self-control factor. You see, wise people control their appetite. Wise people controls their emotions. Wise people controls their manner. Wise people control how they deal with people. And that is why the Prophet ﷺ mentioned that Laysa shadidu man galaba nas, innama shadidu man galaba nafsi indal ghadab. It is not a powerful person, when they are fighting with one another, and is able to bring that one down. No, that's not the most powerful person. Prophet ﷺ said, Innama shadidu man galaba nafsi indal ghadab. The person that has that emotion, when he's angry, he knows how to control his emotion. That person that has emotional intelligence intact. Did you get it now? So the self-control factor, if you look at this factor with the factor of Musa and Khidir, it is this self-control factor, that Musa failed to have. That is why it is lesson for us. He failed to control his emotion, and he kept asking question. And they said, keep quiet, I will explain everything to you. Don't interrupt. The Prophet ﷺ let us understand that may the peace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on Musa. That if Musa is that more patient and control his emotions, he will have learned so many things more than these 3 stories that we just narrated. Did you get it now? So if you show that you are wise, you know how to control your emotions. You control your appetite, you control your emotions, you control everything that has to do with you is being controlled. You don't do too much, you don't do too less. You have that equilibrium of what? Of self-control. Yeah, that shows that you are wise. The third thing that tells us that you are wise is, I call it the learning factor. Yes, the learning factor. Man lives to learn, a man learns to live. You see, learning, the Prophet ﷺ also make us understand that even in China, what kind of a chain, go, even if it is China, go and learn it. And look at how Musa humbled himself. And look at how he heard that is not the most knowledgeable, and he wanted to go and learn from the person that they told him that is more knowledgeable than him. He dropped his ego, and when he got to Khidir, alayhi salatu wasalam, he told Khidir, I want to learn from you, I want to know more. A wise person is that person that often want to learn. You don't stick onto your emotions or onto your opinion alone. See other people's opinion, share with other people's, learn from other people. That tells us that you are wise. Always want to know, always want to learn. Knowledge is an open-ended exercise. And you don't forget, when you learn, you earn. Because learn, you see that L-E-A-R-N is learn. But when you remove the L out of learn, what remains? Earn. It means that when you learn, you earn. And when you are earning, you are wiser. Other people will follow you. People follow people that learn and earn because of their learning and their earning. That's why people follow them. Yes, two categories of people that have followers are the knowledgeable ones and the rich ones. They have followers. People follow you because the knowledge that you have. People also follow you because of the money, the wealth that you have. So those are the wise ones. So if you are wise, you must have knowledge. You must learn. You must learn so that you can have edge over other people. It's also there in knowledge. Know and have edge. So that tells you again how far you can go and how wise you are. So if you are knowledgeable or you are learning or you keep learning, you don't stop learning. You don't let your ego affect you from learning, or see somebody that is lower than you because if that person is lower than you, you cannot learn from him. You learn from anybody. Look at Musa, is a prophet, Khidir is also a prophet, and Musa had to bend to learn. I think there's in one hadith or one story like that I've read one time, a teacher realizes that his students understand this better than him. He called the student to sit on a seat, and he sat down, say, let me sit down, let me learn from you. You are now the teacher. That is humility. That is humility. May Allah make it easy for us. And lastly, adaptability factor. That's the fourth one, adaptability factor. You see, wise people, they adapt quickly to new realities. New realities, they adapt with it. Look at how Musa, he was trying to adapt with that reality of not asking questions. Do you get it now? He was not there to do that. Look at those people in the boat. They are also, trying as much as possible. They adapt with the new reality that water is gushing into their boat. But because they adapted, the next when they got to the river of the mouth of the river, the tyrant king seized all the boats that came there. But because their own was punched, they did not seize it. And they practiced, and they worked and they did business for a long time before other people start getting boats. That tells you that they adapt to that reality. But people that are not wise, they kept complaining. They complain, they blame the government, they blame people around them, they blame people from the village, that it is villagers that are doing them, because they are not wise. They don't want to adapt to realities. What they always have is what we call the disease that is in their head. They call the disease excusitis. Excusitis is a disease that you always give excuse. Give excuses. This is blame this, blame that. It's government, it's money, it's dollars, it's this. Whereas other people that are wiser are moving ahead while you are blaming this, blaming that. You keep reacting, and when you react, you don't see. But when you keep responding, you understand situations. So adaptability factor, very, very important. And lastly, that is the creator connection reaction factors, which is Allah. Connect with Allah. You must be able to connect with Allah to show that you are wise. You are connecting with Allah. It is only fools that say there is no God. But the wise one knows that there is God. and they adapt, they follow, they believe. And when Allah has a plan for them, they understand that this is from Allah. Sulaiman alayhi salam, "Hadha min fadli Rabbi." He saw it, he understood, because he has connection with Allah. If you look at the 3 stories, connection with Allah matters in those areas too. When Allah takes something from you, that said, when Allah take a good thing from you, He's going to replace it with more good ones. So when He cut off the young boy's head, Allah replaces another one for the parent, because they are believers, they are righteous, they are honest, they are generous. Did you see this now? So when you are generous, as Allah says, you should be generous. Look at those people in the boat, they are generous. And what did Allah do to them? Allah saved them for being generous. La ilaha illallah. When you are generous with what you have, you are generous with your time, you are generous with your money. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, when Allah said, should I tell you a trade? Should I tell you a trade that when you do, you will surely succeed in everything that you are doing? Ala tijaratin tunjikum min al-azab al-alim. When they say tu'minuna billahi wa rasulihi wa tujahiduna fi sabilillahi bi amwalikum wa anfusikum zalikum khairul lakum in kuntum ta'lamun. Allah mentioned 3 things that you should use to be generous with. And those people, those children, those people in the boat, they use their boat to be generous, and Allah saved the boat. Anything that you have and you are generous with, Allah will save it. Did you see this now? Now look at even those parents that Allah mentioned that they are good parents. Their children have to be good children, and Allah saved their children for them. So parents, if you want your children to be good first. If you want your children to be successful, try to be good. Allah will take care of them. Allah will save them for you. Allah will protect them for you, even when you are not alive. Allah mentioned that in the third story, He mentioned that the father, was a good man, was a believer. He has gone, but his children are still on the surface of the earth, and Allah is taking care of them. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. So those are the 5 signs to show that you are wise. May Allah make it easy for each and every one of us. May Allah make it easy for each and every one of us, mashallah. All right. So may Allah make it easy for everyone. That's I think, mashallah, we don't have enough time now, and inshallah, next week is going to be another beautiful day, and we're still going to be here, and we're going to discuss another beautiful discussion. Let's try as much as possible to know that Allah is the most smartest. If you look at the Quran chapter 60, ayah 82, that is where the story of Khidir is. You can read it on and understand it better. It is expedient that every Muslim, every active Muslim reads Surah Al-Kahf. Don't just read it, try to study it. Then you will understand there are a lot of stories there, and those stories shows how smart Allah is. Allah is the smartest. Allah is the wisest. Inna Allaha alimun hakim. And how wise are you? This is those 5 factors to tell you how wise you are. May Allah make it easy for each and every one of us. Let's try as much as possible to stick to those factors so that we can excel in whatever we are doing. May Allah make it easy for us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allah is Ghafoor.